The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A first carry now for Thompson. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Thompson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. This is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Texans nothing.
And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
This is Carson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Caleb on
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 61. Matchbox lights. Switch. Now.
On first down, Thompson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Minshew going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to lose yardage here. Minshew. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
You don't often see a sneak on 2nd down. Usually that's reserved for a 3rd or 4th down call. But the element of surprise was not with them, and they returned back on that attempt.
They'll turn to Thompson, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Chris Thompson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They run it with Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
13 yards remaining on second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
It's a gain of
Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, and even 60 yards. Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Texans nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Watson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Carson.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
And 5 at the Jaguars' 9-yard line.
Here's Carson. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
36-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
When I was in school, not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner in front of him kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Going to Stills, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Bernardrick McKinney.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Short of the goal line.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
3rd and goal.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 21, Texans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. It's complete to Fuller. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. That is caught at the 7. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Texans nothing.
So not remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Good sack. A 10-yard loss on the play.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The final shot before the break. Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check, 47. Check pass, check pass. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Hatchet. Hey, 59. Hey, 59.
Here's Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On first down, it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Texans 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
C.J. Henderson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and 2, Watson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Operating from the gun, Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 47 yards.
First down, Texans.
Hey, 54! 47 Mike! 47 Mike! Behind the
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
For Kenny Stills.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lambo on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Texans 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position. 6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Watson. It's caught. Stills right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just a yard to go here on second down. They give it here to Thompson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Laquell Armstead, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. He'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Gain of a yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Watson's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Stills, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. There goes Duke Johnson. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans claw one back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, trying to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun is Minshew. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 3rd down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Watson on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line. Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points,